So everything continues. The fun continues. So here's Axie Infinity. This has been on my radar for a while. Um, when I was looking at it last week, it looked like it was just primed to break out. So we've been on this upward trend for a while now. And then we broke out yesterday. Went from $7 to 8 to 9. Now we're at 10.30. But this token got up to $150 in the last bull market. So you could still catch it. Um, I got a little bag of it. Um, but my thoughts are if we go to just $100, and if you have a few hundred of these, let's say if it goes up to $100, you can catch 100 of these right now for about $1,000.31. So if you put a little over $1,000 into it, and we go up to 100, that's just 100 times 100, so that's $10,000 on a $1,032 bill. So that's about what's that, a 9x? This token got up to $150 last time, and like I said, um, it's been these prices for a while. So you could have got for $8 if you put $1,000 into it. You would have had 125 of them. Now you're looking at like 90. So that's like 35 tokens you lost. So that's $350 difference. Just in that little move alone. So even if this token goes down, because it did break out and go up, normally they sell off and it goes down, over the next coming weeks. It still doesn't matter in the long run. In the long run, you should still do really well. I've been saying these tokens are extremely undervalued for a while. This token, who knows, it could break all-time highs of around $150, and just having a little of it could do really well for you. So, like I said, if you have 100 of these things and we go up to $150, you're looking at $15,000 off of you're investing 1,024 at the moment. It would have been nice, you could invest $700 with the opportunity of making $10,000. But still, you invest a little over $1,000, with the potential of, if it goes to $100, you make 10,000. If it goes to 15 or $150, you would make $15,000. So what I try to do is just try to be rational. We know that there's going to be trillions and trillions of dollars to a high probability. Okay, I don't know for sure, but a high probability, trillions of dollars are going to come into the crypto space. So with that in mind, they're going to go for the most quality is going to be bought up first, and then less quality, less quality, less quality. So like if you noticed, Bitcoin's getting bought up and other tokens aren't. And then when they're done and buying that, they're going to buy the next stage of quality, the next stage of quality, the next stage of quality. So you can front run this. Buying tokens that maybe aren't the top quality, but still are good tokens. I always talk on this channel, Axie Infinity, Gala, stuff that people aren't even paying attention to, Altora, a lot of the Alex Becker tokens, even real world assets, Goldfinch, Maple, who had a good run up and then, got sold off a little bit. It's still a great buying opportunity for a lot of these tokens. Most people aren't paying attention to those things. They're only paying attention to like Bitcoin and ETH and Solana, maybe AVAX to some extent. So the thing is, why everybody else is looking at shiny objects, you got to be thinking, well, what is down 80, 90%? that when all this money comes in, will probably just go back to its all-time high prices. And is it worth investing a little bit in? So, and what's cool about investing in crypto is you don't have to throw $1,000 into a token like this. You could throw $100 in, and you could spread $1,000 to 10 different tokens, and you might still do really well with that. Me, I like having a lot of something. It's just in my personality. So my rationale is if you have at least 100 of Axie tokens, every dollar it goes up, you're making $100. And in a token that was $150 at one point, these tokens like to run dollars. Anything that is worth pennies right now, it runs pennies. So you need to have like 100,000 of them, I believe is the math. So for every penny it goes up, you can make $100. Or you need 1,000,000 of them, and every penny it goes up, you make $1,000. So I've been watching Rose a lot. It's been going up pennies. So if you just do the math, if you bought in at 5 cents, you got 100,000 of them, or 1,000,000 of them. Every penny it goes up. If you buy something that's worth dollars, and if you have 100 of them, every dollar goes up. It's $100 that you're making. So it's just easy math. But if you would have invested $8,000, you could have got 1,000 of them. And now every dollar it goes up, you're making $1,000. So like now it will cost you $10,200 to get 1,000 Axie tokens, and with the potential of it going up, to get that $1,000 every time it goes up. And like I said, the market cycles are extremely important during these times, because you don't want to be buying something where it's going to go down dollars like heavily, and then you're losing $1,000 every time it goes down. So right now we're in a phase one in the bull market. It's crypto spring, people like to call it, right before it really starts heating up. And like I said, you look at a lot of these trends, a lot of these tokens look like this, slowly melting up and then explosion. And then it'll go something like this and then slowly melt up again and then another explosion up. So, but like I said, if you have a couple hundred of them, every time it goes up a dollar, you're making $200. It's not bad. If Axie goes to all-time highs of $150, and if you have 200 of them, that's $30,000. Normally, around the world, you can buy a half-decent small apartment in a nice area for $30,000, $40,000. There's places in Colombia, there's places in Bulgaria, there's all kinds of places where you can buy a nice condo for $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. So, an investment of like a couple $1,000, that could possibly next couple years generate enough to buy a nice little flat somewhere around the world. Also the risk right now to buying these tokens, because they're still low compared to their all-time highs, the risk is very low compared to the reward. The reward is very high, and the risk is very low if you give it like a 2-year time horizon. So it's something to keep in mind too when you're investing, risk and whatnot. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe.